Pelhams for one great dining experience.
Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's.
Hi, and how have you all been? Yeah, you get to this time of the year and you're like, geez, we just got done with Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving. What is there to eat? Well, you know, with my loyal viewers, Johnny and Doc, you know, they're going back and forth and watching these bowl games. I says, geez, oh man, guys, easy. There's a lot of variations we can do here. You know, I mean, this isn't a three-man front, Johnny. And Doc, Ashbet, you know, up in here, you're too close to Cleveland. What can I tell you? Now listen to what we're going to do. This is absolutely amazing. We're going to make a Tex-Mex steak. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is just right for if you have people over for the big game. You can do this, seeing, you know, with the whistleblower. You'll be eating good because let me tell you what, Johnny will fix this up right away. A little enchilada sauce, a little Tex-Mex barbecue, and those. Now don't get go to a meat market, Joseph's, Arlington. They'll cut a nice thin piece of steak for you. And you get those nice thin pieces of steak, you put them in a crock pot. Huh. Now Mary Ann will be going, boy, oh boy, look how he thought of this one. Everybody can make their own sandwich. You could have a little thing of refried beans there, which we'll do, but say you want chips or salsa or something else, and you've got a Tex-Mex buffet for the big game. Now, isn't that something? Yeah, little Irish ingenuity. You know, because, you know, usually in the big game there's Notre Dame. Anything else is just. Now, you take a second and watch this. You're going to be amazed. We'll be right back.
Arlington Market, located at 726 Arlington Avenue, has all the great food you remember. Yes, their canned goods are fantastic and feature that old world taste. And meat, cheeses, produce, lunch meats, fresh cut meats, groceries, and so much more. It's Arlington Market. It'll make your table look spectacular. 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
And now it's time for our Southwest
Mexican barbecue steak sandwiches. And yeah, you have to start with some pepper jack cheese, and we have the refried beans, enchilada sauce, some chilies, salt, pepper, and garlic, and of course our nice thinly cut steaks and a little Texas barbecue. And you know we're using our kitchen bags to make this all just right. Now let's take a look and see these steps. Now we have our liner. What we're going to do is we're going to add 1 can of the enchilada sauce, or Mexican tomatoes, whatever you want to use, so the meat doesn't stick on the bottom, and then we'll start to layer the meat. Let's start our process.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic for that majestic lifestyle. Right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
I remember wearing straight leg Levi's.
Now with our enchilada sauce in there, next will come our thin steaks, and we'll put salt and pepper on top of these, okay, and season them with some garlic, and then we'll add some more. And then adding the enchilada sauce. I have big eaters, so I usually have to bump up the recipe. Now, here comes a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I like this to taste, but a little goes a long way, and I'm not going to put a lot. Then after, and we'll show you this, our salt, a little bit of garlic, and pepper, and then we're ready.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Cut up our onions. They say 8 slices. I like a rough chop on mine. Okay, we added that Texas barbecue, which makes it good. Now I have 1 package of steak I'm going to put on top, but I have these mild green chilies. I'm going to drain it and put those in the middle, and then put the steak on top so it all cooks kind of thoroughly and gets nice and soft. Now with the chilies and the onions, and we season them of course with salt and pepper, it's time to put in that steak, and here it goes, right nice on top. Now we're going to add our rest of our enchilada sauce, and I like this Texas barbecue just a touch. If it gets too warm for some people, add some sugar. Now there you go,
everything nice and layered. You can see our little Texas, we put it around the outside. As I said, use a little bit of sugar if it gets too hot for anybody. And now we're going to cover this, everything cooking in our bag. We're going to use a hamburger bun because I just think that the tortillas might be a little too messy, but feel free to use those. And as I cover it, we'll see you in 6 to 8. Now, there you go. Everything nice and layered. You can see our little Texas, we put it around the outside. As I said, use a little bit of sugar if it gets too hot for anybody. And now we're going to cover this, everything cooking in our bag. We're going to use a hamburger bun because I just think that the tortillas might be a little too messy, but feel free to use those. And as I cover it, we'll see you in 6 to 8. There you go. Our Tex-Mex Smothered and Covered steak sandwiches. We used a bun. You can use an enchilada shell or a taco shell. Our refried beans. And a nice glass of lemonade. All if you had smell-o-vision. Special thanks to Little Johnny's 2 downtown, who provided funding for this program.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Now, wasn't that outstanding? Yes. If you had smell-o-vision, it smells excellent. People come in the house, go, oh, they'll forget all about the game. Just right. And listen, you can put it on a tortilla. You don't have to use a hamburger bun. I did because it gives a little texture. It's not flopping everywhere. But feel free to use taco shells, whatever you want, a budgie bun, and it'll be just excellent. They'll go, oh my, she's so smart, where'd she get this one? But you and I both know, you watched Cooking a Castle, where it's available anytime on your time, right here on NCTV45. And it's like I said, they're gonna love it. Until next time, bon appetit. Have a great game.
We can sing in the glow of a star that I know of, where lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave.